Good afternoon, everybody. I just said coming down, this is my third time in this room today. Let's see, we had the HIV/AIDS report. Then we had a press briefing on, maybe you all saw it, the vacating of the special education order earlier today. That's big news for the city. That litigation had been, all of it had been in place for 17 years. So we now have exited all three of those, and that is a really wonderful accomplishment for the District of Columbia. And now we're here to do the swearing in, rather than the swearing at. That was terrible, wasn't it? I take it all back. This is a hugely important ceremony. There are 29 boards and commissions, I think, that we're doing the swearing in for today. Some of you are being newly appointed, and others are being reappointed. So I want to thank you all for your willingness to serve. We have, let's see, I'm trying to get the list of people who are being appointed. Hold on one second. The Board of Dentistry, Yolanda Josie Baker. How are you? You can stay right there. That'd be good. Okay. What will happen is if everybody comes up here, there'll be no audience. John Bailey. Thank you, sir. Melissa Emily Musiker. If I mispronounced it, I'm glad she wasn't in the room. Lynn Armstrong Patterson from the Board of Funeral Directors. Board of Industrial Trades, Keith Jones. Thank you, sir. Board of Medicine, woo. Dr. Robin Maxata. Did I pronounce that correctly? All right. And Dr. Lawrence Manning. Board of Nursing, Margaret Green. Thank you. And boy, I know I'm going to mess this one up. Rukjit Randhawa. How close did I come? Close enough, yeah. You know what? Names are either right or they're wrong. So if I did it wrong, I apologize. The Board of Occupational Therapy, Tracy Ellis and Frank Gaynor. Thank you. The Board of Pharmacy, Tamara McCants. Thank you. And Eddie Curry. Tamara, thank you for correcting me. And Eddie Curry. Okay. Board of Physical Therapy, Christopher Cousins. Sonora Simpson. And Dr. Thomas Vidali. Vidal, okay. Thank you. Did I get the first name wrong, too? What did I say? I said Thomas, right? It's Timothy. Where's my staff? Now, y'all know I can spell Timothy, right? I mean, I know what Timothy, this is Thomas, so forgive me, sir. I apologize for that. The Board of Real Estate Appraisers, Tamora Pappas. Did I get that right? Not bad, okay. Todd Canterbury. Thank you, sir. Was that the Canterbury Tales? There you go. The Board of Respiratory Care, Gene Williams. Okay. Carolyn A. Williams. Okay. Board of Social Work, Velva Spriggs. There you go. Thank you. The Commission on Aging, George Arnstein. Thank you. The Commission on Asian and Pacific Islander Community Development. Boy. Sarjeet Alawalia. Close? Okay. Tell me how I should have pronounced it. Surjeet, okay. My bad. Eric Hosaka, close, okay. Denise Reed for the Commission on Human Rights. Just saw you the other night, Denise. And David Scruggs. You with HUD? Yes, I am. Good for you. Thank you for agreeing to come to the best government in the city. The Commission on National and Community Service, Di Brown. Thank you so much. Health Benefit Exchange Authority Executive Board, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Nancy Hicks. Thank you. The Healthy Youth and Schools Commission, Dr. Sharnetta Scott. Thank you so much. Jeff Travers. Okay. The Historic Preservation Review Board, Joseph Taylor. I remember when I was a chairman, I think I did the hearing when you, sir?
That is correct.
That's right, because you're an architect, right?
Yes.
All right. That's actually already on the piece of paper, but I actually remember that too. Ruhana Ali? Razia, okay. Did I get the rest of it close to right? Pretty much, okay. Thank you for being kind. The Interagency Coordinating Council, Cynthia McEwen. The same council, Howard Liebers. Thank you, sir. The Metropolitan Washington Regional Ryan White Planning Council, Michael Carfin. How are you, Michael? Second time I've seen you today. We were in the same room earlier this morning, weren't we? All right. Safir Diawara? Close? Yeah, close. Okay, close, okay. Only counts in horseshoes. The Not-for-Profit Hospital Corporation Board of Directors, Virgil McDonald. Sorry, Virgil isn't here. We had a big announcement on that today. Anybody see that announcement? We entered into a letter of intent with Paladin, which is an organization in California that has done turnarounds with 4 hospitals in Los Angeles and Howard University and the District of Columbia and the Not-for-Profit Board of Directors, of which Virgil is a member. And it really will save our hospital. We can be sure that we're going to have a hospital now on the east end of the District of Columbia, and that is good news, ladies and gentlemen. The Open Government Advisory Board, David Singh. How are you, David? Always a pleasure to see you, sir. David works, he's a very important man in the Office of the Chief Financial Officer. Thank you, David. The Police and Firemen's Retirement and Relief Board, Henry Wyatt. Thank you, sir. The PERB, Ann Hoffman. Thank you very much. And Yvonne Dixon. All right. You guys are very welcome because we were about to have a quorum problem with the PERB. So thank you very much for your willingness to serve. The Real Estate Commission, Yulani D. Prater Gladstone. Goldstone. Thank you, okay. Christine Warnke, right there in the front row. Thank you, Christine. The Statewide Health Coordinating Council, Jackie Bowens. Oh, good, Jackie. Good to see you, as always. Primary Care Association. And Sandy Allen. Thank you, Sandy. Always good to have you here. You've only been in this building about 9,000 times, right? Former council member, Ward 8, of course. WASA. I always mess this up. Rachna Bhutani. Close. Okay. Bat. Okay. That one's a little new to the other part. I should have known. I know your dad real well, too. Okay. Thank you. Howard Gibbs. Okay. Jesus. I was with Jesus earlier. We were down at the federal court together when we were relieved of that responsibility of that case for the future. He must be out celebrating somewhere. Kermit Kaliba. How are you, Kermit? Good to see you, man. Diana Phillips. She's our new CEO of the community college. Emily Price. Eric Riley. Thank you, sir. And Celine Fergeron. Okay. Tom Luparello. Darren Woodruff, who's also on our public charter school board. And Allison Kokoris. Close? Not bad, okay. At least I got one right, huh? All right, again, I want to thank you all for your willingness to serve. have taken very seriously the boards and commissions from day one. Many of you may know that when we got here, there were 900 vacancies, which we then set out on a journey to try to fill as responsibly and as quickly as we could. And quick and responsible are not necessarily, there's oftentimes strange bedfellows, so it took us a while to get it done. But we did get them all done, and we've tried to keep up now with the vacancies as they have occurred. So we are, with the swearing-ins that we'll have today, we will have pretty close to all the positions filled. Of course, on any given day, you'll have a new one that occurs, with us having, I think we have 22 or 2,300 spots on boards and commissions in the city. And it's a great way for people to be able to do things on behalf of the city, to effectuate policy and to be involved in how decision-making is made in the 150 or 60 boards and commissions that we have. And one of the things that I've enjoyed doing during my time as mayor is meeting every couple of months with the chairs of the boards and commissions. And it's been a nice opportunity for people to interact with one another also, so that they may not have the same subject matter, but oftentimes they have the same concerns about how to be able to operate and be able to move forward whatever agenda they may be working on. So I'm going to ask you all if you all would stand, and we'll do the swearing in. Of course, it'd be good if I had the oath, right? I know I have it here. I got lots of pieces of paper in front of me, so I'll find it. Here we go. Anybody want to volunteer? I usually try to get one or two people to talk a little bit about what this responsibility entails. Anybody want to volunteer? You do? Good. Okay. We'll do this. I'll tell you, we'll stand right there. We'll do the swearing in, and then you can. Thank you for doing that. You know what happens oftentimes when I ask a question like that, people go, all right. And we'll have a second person if you want. Thank you so much for not volunteering. All right. Raise your right hand. I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the laws of the United States of America and the District of Columbia, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office which I am about to enter. Congratulations, everybody. You all can be seated. Is there anybody in here whose name I did not call? I knew I was going to do that. I missed some names. Tell me who you are. Monique Owens. Okay, which one? Real Estate Commission. Okay. Yeah, you've been on that for a while too, haven't you? Thank you very much for your continuing service. And who's the other person I missed? And Donald, how in the world could I miss you? I don't know what happened here. I'll find my staff person and punch him right in the mouth. Missed you too? I really apologize. Our folks are usually pretty good about making sure these names are straight, but we obviously didn't do a good job today. So forgive me for that, but you are duly sworn in. Any one of the four who I missed, would you like to speak? How about you, Donald? Come on up. We're going to start with this young lady over here. Ready? Okay. Tell everybody who you are and what board and commission you're on.
I'm Kate Sullivan Hare. Oh, sure. Thank you. I'm Kate Sullivan Hare, and I'm a member of the Health Benefits Exchange Executive Board. So welcome. We're glad to have you back because it was getting close for some quorums. And the the Exchange Board has basically created an entire entity to provide health insurance to 644,000 DC residents out of something that didn't even exist 2.5 years ago. We've utilized hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funds to hire an incredible staff, which was the first thing we did after a few political PR missteps. Finally got some people in there who could help get us to do the right thing. We had a very successful launch last fall to enroll people into Medicaid, private insurance through the exchange, many utilizing federal subsidies, and to begin the process of enrolling small business, as well as all employees and members of Congress. They have left the federal benefits program and now get their coverage through the DC exchange. So we are very attentive to our customers. They let us know when something is wrong. And as board members, we have been charged with approving the contracts, keeping the staff focused on a mission. Even though we are mired often at times in operations, we've put forth policy to make sure that people are purchasing quality coverage that really does meet their needs. We give them a wide array of choice. And I'm very pleased to say this year that we actually had three of our 4 insurance carriers lower their prices across the board. I myself am insured by the board. I am the only member of the board who actually has coverage through the exchange, through my husband's small business. It turned out to be extremely valuable, as just about 1 year ago, at the end of last year, as my COBRA was ending, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and started treatment in January, and was very grateful that not only do I have this fantastic coverage, but now no one can take it away because of what is now a pre-existing condition, and I'm doing great. So thank you. It's been a lot of work, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of worry sometimes about some of our contractors, but it has been a pleasure, and I really am excited to continue the service for as long as I am able. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you, Gary.
Anybody, she didn't mention it, but I will. Anybody know the piece of legislation that created the opportunity for this board? Affordable Care Act, exactly, that's right, which may be under assault in a few weeks. But you know what? I hope that people, come to their senses and realize that this is something that this nation needed to do a long time ago, to be able to guarantee that people have insurance coverage. And you just heard a personal example of what.
Actually, I'm of the very deep minority party in D.C., and I'm especially proud to have this law and be implementing it. Do my best to convince those in my party that we really need to keep it.
Thank you. You know, our exchange was one of only 4 on day one that was ready to go. That was October 1st, 2013, and they were ready to go. And I think we probably have done as good or better job as any in the nation. As you said, we have had a hiccup here and there, but nothing like some of the others where the whole website crashed. And so thank you very much for your service and your incredibly positive attitude. Okay, Donald?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Donald Isaac Jr. I thank Mayor Gray for not only appointing me to the Real Property Tax Appeals Commission 2 years ago, but reappointing me, which is why I'm here with the rest of you all today. Also want to acknowledge Mayor Gray because truthfully, he did not have to appoint me to this commission, and I am a result, have grown professionally, and been more in touch with my community citywide as it pertains to property valuations, which is something that I've studied intensely. So I thank you, Mayor Gray, for the opportunity. About our commission, we are the Real Property Tax Appeals Commission, and pretty much, it's pretty simple. We work to assure the citizens of the District of Columbia that their properties are adequately and correctly assessed. Anything from a residential condominium to a single-family home to a commercial property on K Street, We hear cases from taxpayers in which, we just do our due diligence and apply our expertise to make sure that the valuations are correct. So it's, it doesn't sound like a bunch of fun, but it is to me, right? But it's a lot of work, and that's what we spend our time doing. All of the policies and things that I couldn't have ever imagined that pertain to that. We hear the cases, and we do our service in making sure that it's right, it's done, and it's done right. So thank you, Mayor Gray, for appointing me. I look forward to continuing to serve and to lend my expertise as it pertains to property valuations for the next 4 years. And if anyone has any questions about that and how the process and how it works, I'm available to you. Thank you.
His dad actually chairs our Religious Affairs Committee, so it's a family affair. Also, the Real Property Tax Appeals Commission is a body that was created. I did the legislation for that when I was on the council, because we were trying to find a way to create a more transparent, understandable, fair way of having tax appeals processes addressed here in the city. So thank you, Donald, for your willingness to continue as part of our youth movement in the District of Columbia. Anybody have any questions you want to ask about what you're expected to do? Many of you probably know because you've already been doing it for a while. But if you have not, if this is new to you, you probably got a little bit of an orientation from John Cheek as well beforehand. But I'll try to answer any questions that you may have, if you have any at this point. And if you don't, we are adjourned, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for your incredible service.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.